For y'all super duper alien fans out there, leave us the hell alone. Don't don't damn come at us acting crazy. "Oh, you didn't know that? Well, you should have known this and that."
Don't,
Hey
hey
man,
man,
hey.
hey, what's up? It's Rashad Antonio. We are the Upon Further Review back again with a new series on Hulu Disney Plus. Well, it's about to be Disney Plus anyway, because they bought up Hulu.
Yeah,
Anyway,
when that's supposed to happen?
like next year, I think. I don't know. It doesn't
Okay.
matter. Alien Earth, written, produced, and directed by one Noah Hawley.
Mhm.
All spoilers, man.
Quick question.
Okay.
Is this just a limited series or is this
This is
a
a series
series?
series.
Oh.
I think it's like I think this is gonna be like an 8 episode run. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be like, a quick six.
And then I even asked that as in how many is it going to be just one season or you
Yeah,
know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
who knows,
Okay.
Tony? Who knows? As of right now, yeah, we know we got two, and we're gonna get another one next week.
Uh-huh.
And I like, okay. So I just want to start this off with a quick just FYI. Yeah, we got 8 episodes. Quick
Okay.
FYI.
What's up?
I am not an alien aficionado.
Me neither. I know enough where I can get by.
Yeah, I'm going into this as a person who is watching a TV show.
Yeah.
So if you really want some more depth and breadth of lore and all that good stuff, I
Yes.
would definitely check out A Home with the New Rock Stars or Heavy Spoilers,
Yes.
because they definitely gonna give you all the get all your nooks and crannies, you know what I'm saying, about this franchise.
So Rashad just basically said in nice terms, because I'm not going to be nice about this. For y'all super duper alien fans out there, leave us the hell alone. Don't don't damn come at us acting crazy. "Oh, you didn't know that? I know I've seen Alien, I've seen Aliens. I remember seeing Aliens 3. I saw the one when Ripley was cloned and stuff. I saw, the Alien versus Predator, because if y'all saw our review of Predator, Kill of Killers. I'm a big Predator fan and stuff like that. Hey man, leave us alone. Don't come at us crazy with that. "Well, you don't know the lore." No, I don't. Hey,
Nah, this
I
this this
educate us so we can
yeah,
know. But
man.
you know what I'm saying, we're cool with it. Don't come at us crazy with it. Rashad just did it a nice way. I don't care, but I'm
All
sorry.
right, I see Tony's on one today, but no, I'm not even sure how much that's gonna make the actual video. But
I know. We're gonna edit
that
that
was a
right there.
rant.
Okay.
Initial impressions.
I was watching this and I almost forgot it was a TV show. It felt like I was watching an alien movie.
Bruh, it's
It felt like
shot
I was.
so good.
Here I said. So they dropped 2 episodes, and okay, because once again, for those of you new to the channel, my work schedule is crazy. So I shows that come out debut at nighttime like that, I have to see it the next day, and so I saw that it debuted with 2 episode arc, and I said, all right, cool. I got off work and I watched it, and I was like, man. And then when it got to the end, I said, wait a minute. Oh, that's right. This is a series. This is not a movie. If you know what I'm saying, and you can tell production value wise, um, FX, Hulu, or whoever, they put some money into, you know what I'm saying? They really put some money. They opened up the bank account for this, and it gave me all of the watching this, it gave me all of the alien feels, of the oh what's about to happen here. Because Alien is not just a sci-fi movie, a sci-fi series, it's also horror too. It has a lot of horror elements with the jump cuts and the xenomorphs jumping out of nowhere and stuff like that. So yeah, I first thing I'll say is it gave me the feel of this was a movie and not a series at first. What about you?
When I was watching this, the
Uh-huh.
way I felt was like, man, one, like I said, like you said, this looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, I I was okay. So like everybody on board the ship is just hella suspect. Like everybody is. And
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out who is like what's the angle here?
Right.
And by the time they get to Earth, everybody dies except for the cyborg. So it don't even matter.
Right. And was he the one in charge? Because it seemed
Yes. Was he the captain?
I don't
It
I
felt like,
couldn't
did they
it
call him
felt like
captain?
it felt like he was the captain because remember that scene where he got a little tense when the I guess it was the ones that were in hibernation was waking up and they was eating and stuff, and the one and like it's like the crew takes turns during
Yeah,
hibernations and stuff like that. It's also crazy, Rashad, that they was out there for 65 years.
that's that right there.
65
Yeah.
years.
So essentially they just like in space,
Uh,
sleeping, waking back up,
mm,
sleeping. Because they
yeah.
basically woke up to eat,
Yeah.
had a quick chit chat, then went right back to sleep.
Right. And so right. And then the folk that were up, they said, all right, y'all got this. Wake us up when it's time. And they did go with, you know what I'm saying, with the sleep. So that was one thing I couldn't really I didn't really give with that. But yeah, man, I mean everybody, but you're right though, everybody was real suspect. Because remember, the cyborg guy, he just kept saying, hey, we are our mission was to retrieve specimens. That's all he kept saying. Hey, retrieve specimens. And you had that one cat that basically he kind of let the bag out. He was like, "Hey man, you ain't even fully human, man. We lost half our crew. Daggone messing with y'all." And he was just like, "I don't care." He basically had to look like, "Yeah, do I need to lock you up? Do I need to put you in the brig?"
He looked at him
Like,
and said, "Is Wayne Brady gonna have to smack a
it's
bitch?"
right. He was like, "Wayne Brady got to smack him. Like, do I need to lock you up? Get extra pair of eyes on you? Are we good?" That's basically what he said. He was like, "Oh, yo, I get it. Are we good?
Basically.
Cool or whatever, So yeah, so you know what, Rashad, let's do this. Let's just talk about the crew, the crew, whatever. So you got these sketchy folk, but then you see that each one, I guess, specializes in something, and they're playing, and you see all these different type of quote unquote alien species, that they have collected and are bringing back to Earth, which is a horrible idea from
Okay.
horrible idea.
Since since you stopped, look, okay, so my question last night on Threads
Uh-huh.
was this. It was
Uh,
simply how and why did they determine that a xenomorph would be cool to bring back to Earth? And somebody responded to me was like, "Oh, it is. They explained it." I was like, "Look, I understand the scenes." He's pointing out two scenes: the scenes when they woke up, and then the
uh,
scenes when the search and rescue went to the ship.
mhm,
And they
mhm,
kind of explained what they were doing, but they not
mhm,
did nobody explained
uh-huh.
why in
Why?
the hell would
Is
you
the
bring back a full-grown xenomorph to Earth?
Yeah. There is no, granted, it's only 2 episodes, but there was no explanation. And even
Tony.
and then even it being the explanation, you would think somewhere out of this crew of, let's just say, 20 or something folks, somebody would be like, hey man, let's leave this thing the hell alone.
No, because Black Cyborg guy was like, this is the mission. The species is the mission.
Yeah.
And okay, so all right, let's just really I just want to dive in. That's like
Yeah,
the
that is
most
the
interesting
crazy.
part to me is
Uh-huh.
that because we see okay, all right, for example, we see like in Prometheus how they end up on the planet and that has
Mm-hmm.
like the xenomorph on it, but
Mm-hmm.
they kind of like that's kind of like where they were, so to speak. So
Mm-hmm.
they set up shop there,
Mm-hmm.
which in retrospect still does not make sense, but they
Mm-mm.
did, okay?
Mm-hmm.
With this one, they like, hey man, let's go, let's go back. Let's just say this is Willie Utani, right? I'm thinking about this as
No,
we talking.
no,
This
this
Willie
company,
Willie
they,
Utani said,
yeah.
hey, I'll need y'all to go back to the planet. that what's the cyborg? That Dave? What's it?
David.
That David basically burked everybody and got on the
Uh,
ship and then went and killed all the what are they called? Oh my God. Con,
Thank you, Rashad. You just made what I was getting ready to say is
conduct I want to say conductors, but it's
no,
not
it ain't the
conductors.
conduct.
It's with a C though. You know what I'm saying? So he
Keep
goes and
going.
basically murks all of them.
Uh-huh.
And why would they say, hey, that xenomorph thing is a killer idea. We need to get that. Because as far as like evolution goes, whatever, we even know like they made like a hybrid human xenomorph thing in like the Resurrection movie, which is like really creepy looking and all that. But like,
Mm-hmm.
why and like what's it 20? Is it like 2130? I
Yeah,
think the year.
2130, yeah.
Why in the year of their Lord 2130 that they say, hey man, xenomorph, a walking cephalopod with an eye and these little beetle looking things, some sort of bug that can suck all your blood out. Yeah, those
Engineers.
engineers, conductor engineer, as a train reference.
Same thing, yeah.
Conductor, we have a problem. So you
Problem.
got that. Who else? Oh yeah, a couple of just a couple random face huggers. And just some other random thing that I can't even recognize that was behind the glass.
Yeah.
And it probably got some other species in there that we ain't even seen
You
yet.
did see some type of leech thing
Yeah,
eventually.
yeah. I was looking for it. I
Oh,
said that. So like, so why?
that's cool. Let's
What?
take that back home.
Yeah. And the sad part was, okay, they said they lost mad crew, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How did they get the xenomorph on the ship? Because we kind of like I kind of got a glimpse of how they could have got it out there.
Yeah.
Because Black Cyborg, I'm just calling him Cyborg.
Yeah.
Because Cyborg tased him, saying, "Don't tase me, bro,"
Bro.
and then skeeted the net all over him and was dragging him before they took him to the elevator. And I'm like, man, like, is that how they got him on the ship? Because like, if
That's
this,
the same thing I said too.
oh my God, okay, because when Mr. or Mrs. Xenomorph
Mm-hmm.
got off of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
This thing was eviscerating people at a rate that I was not ready for.
Yo. So I'll make two things real quick. Number what you just said. That scene when the search and rescue folk find Black Cyborg and they're like, "Hey, what you doing? What's that right there?" And he's like, "Hey, I'm the least of your problems right there." And it was like, "Turn around, cuffle." And they turned him around,
He's
and
like,
he's like, "Hey, man, don't be scared. It can smell your fear." And you see him turn around, and he's not facing them no more. That xenomorph woke up, and all you heard was it basically tore about 8 dudes from limb to limb like that.
I think the funniest part of that whole like that little block of the show, the second
Uh-huh.
episode, was when they had like the powdered wig party, and dude was like, "Oh." I heard a noise, but we're having so much fun. I
Yeah.
know so and so, and I'm a part of I'm a part of the club, the committee. Like
Yeah.
he was so highfalutin as the people say. And when your boy was like, "Look behind you,"
Uh-huh.
and the xenomorph slid into the party.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You
Like.
be, you couldn't even hear no screams. That's how daggone quick
It
and
was so
efficient.
fast.
Quick
Your
and
man
efficient.
was because he walked in, he saw like a torso and legs. He
Yeah.
pans over, see the people at the table gone, and he
And
looks
he
over to the
and
other
he hit
side.
and he hears uh, th- my man, the dude who was missing the bottom half of his torso and legs is like Arby crawling with just like this much of his torso, and I was just like, I can't believe they actually put this on television.
He had it looking like a RoboCop. You know what I'm
Yeah, he
saying?
was. So one thing too I want to bring up too is I know one of the big questions for some people that may not be too into the lore of aliens or not know is this where they're like, where is this taking place at? This is taking place apparently, from my understanding, like a year before the
Yeah,
very first Alien movie.
you're right.
A year before the very first Alien movie. So remember, Prometheus and Alien Covenant is in the past. Those are prequels or whatever. So this is getting ready to go on. So they're like doing this right before Sigourney Weaver and the crew about to head out to do, you know what I'm saying, their
No,
mission.
no, not even head out. They're already out.
Okay, right, yeah,
Just
excuse
think
me,
about it.
yeah,
They're already in space.
right.
So
Because they've worked all because this company, the ship that crash landed, works for the same company as them, which is Weyland Yutani.
so think about this, Tony.
Uh-huh.
How many ships did the Weyland Corporation send out?
Yeah.
Okay, because let me get this straight. Because in the original Alien,
Hmm.
one thing coming back home,
I believe they were on their way back home.
and they encountered the face hugger and the xenomorph
Hmm.
by mistake.
Right. Yeah. And then if you think about Aliens at the after the end of Alien, going into Aliens, Sigourney's put herself back in suspended animation for like another 20 or something some odd years. And between that time period, you know what I'm saying, between Alien and Aliens, they started colonizing some of these, they started putting little colonies little in some of these planets, man. So yeah, and this also too lets you know that this is the the future timeline or whatever, like the almost I guess you could say present timeline, is because in Prometheus and Alien Covenant, it was just the Weyland Corporation. It wasn't late. They didn't merge with the Weyland Yutani Corporation yet.
Yeah.
So, and I want to talk about that real quick. I know we
Go
kind of
ahead.
just
Now you
jumping
good.
around.
You good.
So right now, it's funny because this almost seems like Earth is heading to this. Earth is heading into this type of like, what I'm saying,
Yeah.
conglomerate type thing.
Yeah.
There are five major company conglomerates that run the world. Okay, there is the Weyland Yutani Corporation that we all know. Um, that we all know. They basically control North and South America, and they also control Mars and Saturn. That is wild. Okay, first of all, that is
Claiming
wild.
claiming planets.
Claiming planets. They, you know what I'm saying? They run the North and South America, which is basically Canada, Canada, U.S., Mexico, and all South America, Brazil, and all those countries right there. The other company is Prodigy. That's the other main company that we see. You know what I'm saying?
No,
And they keep saying it's ran by the boy millionaire, boy billionaire, or whatever.
no, no,
Like
no,
the
no. The boy genius,
yeah, the boy genius or
who
whatever.
is a
Yeah,
trillionaire,
trillionaire.
the
Excuse me,
youngest trillionaire ever.
which is crazy. And so his, saying, and they are dealing more, and their thing is like humanoids, cybernetics, and stuff like that. And I forget what exactly they control. I can't remember exactly where they control. Then you have Dynamic is the other company. Though they're another governing body. They basically control the moon. Okay? And then there's two more companies that hasn't really been established yet on what exactly they control, and that is Lynch and Threshold. Those are your companies that you're dealing with in this. And I just think that is crazy because what they say, art imitating life, life imitating art or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
Because it just seems like at some point in the future, most likely, maybe not in our lifetimes, Rashad, maybe in our grandchildren, great grandchildren. So you're going to see companies basically getting involved with governments, and companies are going to take over certain things. And I think we can think of one company right now that seems like that is about that they might be one of the first ones to do it, and
I
that is
see
one
about
that's the one Amazon right now.
between Google or Amazon. You can take your
Google and
pick.
Amazon,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
I say that too. By you look at how like a lot of media corporations and conglomerations are coming together and being brought up and everything. Like saying for people who watch ESPN, I would have never thought in a million years ESPN would purchase the NFL Network and the Red Zone, NFL Red Zone,
Which is
which is
crazy
crazy, right?
because ESPN don't even own themselves.
Right. They are under Disney, GE, General Electrics, Disney, and stuff like that. So, whew, yeah. Shout out to saying media law and all that stuff, and all that good stuff. All right, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, but you're right. Like I said, Rashad, the stuff on that ship, everyone is sketchy. Whoever thought bringing a xenomorph back to Earth is a straight up lunatic. Like and I can't wait to show the episode to show exactly what broke down to where Cyborg dude was just like, let me lock myself in this room. Mother, what you want me to do? Mother, what you want me to do? Okay, mother. Okay. And he let the rest of his crew get murked by the xenomorph. And my man basically went into a panic room in the ship so the xenomorph couldn't, kill him. And that's when the ship crash land on Earth, and it crash land on the island, like the island or the land that is owned by say that it's owned by Prodigy or whatever.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
so go ahead. You want to talk about Prodigy and the boy
yeah.
genius
Oh,
or
yo.
whatever?
So this is another interesting like point is we have the boy genius. His name is what's his first name?
I don't even think they even
His
said
name is Cavalier. I think it's Guy Cavalier is his name. I know his last name is Cavalier with like a K. But nah, but this kid is
no.
yeah,
He's
boy,
just
no, it's
boy
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 Cavalier.
Cavalier.
My
Yeah.
bad, boy. I want to say guy because it sounds more like a
Yeah.
man. No,
Yeah.
his name is boy Cavalier.
Not a man.
And he looks like um the 22nd century version of a tech bro that's like
Mm-hmm.
17 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And he is and he's a laid back egomaniac.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like the best way I can describe him
Yeah.
because he's an ass, but
Yeah.
he's not like a jerk. Like it's weird. Like it's
I
kind of
think the best
weird.
way to he's kind of like a laid back version of Elon Musk.
There you go. But he's actually smart.
But he's
Yeah,
actually
he's actually smart. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he's done all of this
Yeah,
right now.
he just hasn't been, buying and putting his name on stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Cavalier is on this beautiful island, like
Neverland.
yeah, which is Neverland, and he loves
Peter
Peter
Pan.
Pan. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he is deep into the Peter Pan lore.
Mm-hmm.
He's in his joint over the intercom, reading Peter Pan to him. I mean, to the
Mm-hmm.
to the kids. He essentially is Peter Pan himself. Like that's like his archetype
Mm-hmm.
because he obviously does not want to grow up. He's a
Mm-hmm.
Toys R Us kid at heart, and even everybody around him. We could sit here and assign roles to everybody based on the Peter Pan, but we're not time for all that nonsense. But no,
Okay.
he's eccentric, and his reason for doing this is so self-absorbed
Yeah. Very much
because
so.
he has this conversation. Oh, shout out to Timothy Oliphant is in this, and
Mm-hmm.
he basically plays
A
he
synth.
plays a synth. So yeah, so he
So
was so,
he's like David.
so yeah, so real quick, we got three types of people here.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say that.
We got cyborgs, which is our band. His name is Morrow. Morrow's a
Uh-huh.
cyborg.
Yeah.
We
Half
got
human, half machine. Mm-hmm.
yeah. basically I'm human with some upgrades.
Cybernetic upgrades, yeah.
Got some upgrades in me. You know what I'm saying? He
Mm-hmm.
had the whole hand thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Timothy's character,
Yeah,
and
Kish.
yeah, he is a synth. I mean, he's fully synthetic, and
AI.
a
Uh-huh.
is he is an AI, a very efficient AI robot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then you have what we are beginning to see occur, and
Hybrids.
it's a hybrid, which is taking the consciousness of a human and putting into a synthetic body.
Mm-hmm.
And that is Boy Cavalier's that he says, yo, this is the future. And
Yeah.
with this, I'm gonna be able to basically do one thing.
Live
And
forever.
one that's live forever. And
Mm-hmm.
what he tells essentially like the maternal character of the story is I want to have a decent conversation with somebody who's actually smarter than me. So
Yeah.
I'm like, how like self-centered for him to actually say this and is trying to implement this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure out if he okay. So while all this is going on,
Mm-hmm.
he is doing this bastard is horrible. He's finding kids who are essentially terminally ill
Terminally ill. Yeah.
and says, "Hey man, I got something for you. You're gonna be able to live forever." So looks like the first girl he experimented on.
Mora.
Yeah, and she was like she was had cancer or something,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
and she was very reluctant
Mm-hmm.
about the whole process, and but she went through with it, and then she
Mm-hmm.
actually named her new self Wendy,
Mm-hmm.
and within a few minutes she actually is becomes this like heightened form of humanity led by Cavalier tell it. And
Yeah.
then we instantly see her being better than everybody else. She is perched on
A
on,
cliff, a
on the side of
mountain.
this cliff,
Uh-huh.
and she jumps down,
No problems.
no issues. Tells the mother figure, "Hey man, I chase you, like you know what I'm saying,
Race.
I race you," and proceeds to Usain Bolt the hell out of there.
You know what it
And
was given?
what's that?
$6 million man. Leave me.
That is a
That
very old
shit was,
reference, kids.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
yeah. Join a new segment back in my day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the bionic man, the $6 million man. Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, but like, so, and the crazy part on Tony is after they figure out this is successful and they've
Hmm.
been running tests and everything and she's been responding, they actually upgrade her body because these
Yeah.
kids are like really like she's like 11, 12 years old, and
Right, and they transfer them into adults' bodies. I think one of the funniest lines in this whole thing is like they're asking her like, "Hey, how does it feel? How do you feel?" and this and that. And she says, and I'll say when Sean get back, she was talking about how she's trying to adapt to her body because these are kids. These are kids that are like, let's say anywhere, I'm gonna say anywhere from like 8 to 11, 12 years old, and they are putting their consciousness into the body of a synthetic adult body, and these synthetic bodies that are made for the adults are as real as possible. They have real adult parts and stuff like that. So it's like they're asking her how she feels, and she was like, "These things hurt when I run." And she's talking about her breasts because she was like, they were like, she was a kid. She was like she hadn't fully developed yet. And you put her in an adult body, and she says, like, they keep moving all over the place when I run. And so she has to get used to that. Also, what's crazy as well about this is the fact that these kids have basically they haven't been taken away from their families. Cavalier goes to the he sees these he meets these sick kids, and he talks to them and their parents or whatever, and be like, hey, I can make your child better. Your child will live forever, but your child is gone. It's never going to be able to come back. And so like the parents basically give their kids away for this or whatnot. But the thing is, even though Wendy is a now a synth, she still has memories of like her previous life. What I was saying, Rashad, when you stepped away, was I said it was funny where she's they're kids essentially, anywhere from ages 8 to 11, maybe 12, and they aren't developed yet. And they're putting them into developed adult bodies.
Yeah, yeah,
And when she
yeah.
was like, they said, how you feeling? And she was like, these things hurt when I run. And I was saying she has breasts now. And it was like, yeah, you didn't have those before. You're a woman. She was like, what can I do about it? Saying, because she's not used to that. And I was just saying too, as well, how Cavalier, he goes and he finds these terminally sick kids or whatever, and he talks to their parents and stuff, and their parents willingly give their kids away, knowing that they can never see their children. Saying see that child, see that child again. They rather their child be, clean bill of health and live whatever life they can than see them, than see them like that or whatnot.
Yeah, because
So,
because I'm also supposed because this is like ultra capitalism.
mhm.
They probably got paid a nice little pretty penny,
Oh, they did.
and then because even when you look at Wendy and her brother,
Uh huh.
it was just their dad. And it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't I seen on mom, and like they didn't look like they was living in the best of times.
Yeah, they kind of was in squalor.
Yeah,
They kind of.
at the house. So,
Hmm.
dad, not even that, but like had a whole funeral and everything.
So Rashad, would you say what they did was when she went off and the transformation was complete, they sent the body back and was like, oh yeah, what I'm saying? That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking happened. They sent the after the consciousness went into the new synthetic body, they sent the regular body like, yeah, she didn't make it through the treatments. I'm so sorry, type, type thing like that. Because remember, she was like, can I see my brother? And they was like, oh sure, you can see your brother, but he's not. She was like, but he's not gonna be able to see me. It was like, no, what I'm saying? No, it can't. Also, too, what you were saying with Wendy, Wendy is not only is she the alpha of these hybrids, she's also he gave her upgrades, like you said, and he made her more advanced than the rest of them
Yeah.
because you forget until you see the scene before they all go help out the search and rescue mission, Rashad, that they're just kids. They're like kids
Yeah. And that's the
and
part
adults.
that
And that's the part I
really
kind of was like, yeah,
this is crazy,
ethically
man.
this is
This is
wild as hell.
crazy. It was because when I was watching it, it made me feel like, ugh, they got these kids as like child soldiers out here, so
Yeah,
to
mm-hmm.
speak. All
Yeah.
because, and again, because she's a child,
Mm-hmm.
her motivations are going to be selfish. So she
Mm-hmm.
wants to go because she's been able to hack into like security cams and like
Mm-hmm.
closed circuit television all over the world. And
Mm-hmm.
she also found her brother, was able to
Mm-hmm.
find him,
Mm-hmm.
and she wants to have a relationship with her brother. Of course, by the end of the episode, they do. In the second episode, they actually are, reunited, and he
Mm-hmm.
actually understands, and they say
Yeah.
some things that only that they would know, and boom, he accepts it.
Mm-hmm.
But
the
she,
the complete opposite of your boy and Ironheart and Ironheart
oh
where
yeah,
yeah,
I
the
forgot.
complete opposite of your boy and Ironheart where
That's
the
funny.
AI of his sister that's dead or whatever. But
Yeah,
yeah.
because she was looking at him, and even okay, because his brother's trying to get off Earth. He's like, man, I'm trying to go to Mars. I got accepted into this college on Mars,
It's Harvard on Mars. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Harvard
yeah,
on Mars. He's
yeah.
like, hey man, I got accepted, and they told him, hey, my guy, you got 7 months left on your contract with the Prodigy Company before you can get out of it. He was like, yo, I want to resign. Resign? Nah, bro.
And the funny thing, it was his sister telling him that he couldn't go.
Hmm.
That's the crazy part, like in retrospect. Like, oh yeah, that's that, yeah, it was you, something I couldn't go. She's like, nah, you
Yeah,
wasn't getting on this planet. I was
you
gonna
ain't
come
getting on
save
there.
you.
Hmm.
And that relationship is gonna be interesting to watch because you already like you can kind of see where this is going to go.
Yeah.
Because when you look at it in okay, let's just say resurrection is still canon
Hmm.
and how what they said in that what they said and like basically that all the corporations are gone and
Hmm.
Wele Utani is basically, Mr. Wu creeping in
Hmm.
the shadows. And that part, so like the hybrids, the hybrids don't come into fruition on a large scale.
Right.
It's just a sense. And not even really like the cyborgs, 'cause you don't hear a lot about them either. So the simps are gonna win out.
I think what's going to happen is when folk find out about what happened, they're going to look at this and be like, "Yo, ethically, this is after." You know, what I'm saying
Yeah,
as unethical as this world is, they're going to look at that and be like,
this is
"I don't
really
know about
crazy.
that." What's even more crazy is I want to see the dynamic with Kirsch because he does not like these hybrid things or whatnot.
No, 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 no,
Mm,
no.
he don't.
He
And
said,
then
man,
because
hey
he
man.
said you keep treating her like she's a human. She is not a human no more. Whatever. He said, he's like, what it's like? It's like parents that be like they have a baby and they don't like people to talk baby talk. And they be like, hey, I know Rashad. I know you was one of them. Rashad was one of them. I see Rashad snap on a bunch of people like that. Hey. That's a human. Like that's a human. Don't talk to my child like that. Talk to him like a human or whatever. Like that, So he's like, no, you're still trying to treat her like she's a human. No, stop having no emotions and feelings for her because she shouldn't be having these emotions. She shouldn't be having these emotions and feelings. I don't think Kirsch understands like you are you're putting the consciousness of a child in this because it was also said in this that they tried to do this on some adults, but they said the adults wouldn't accept like something like the synth wouldn't accept the adult mind, or the adult mind couldn't do it. And I think that's kind of almost like too how what I'm saying, what's the term they always say, Rashad, when someone loses their childlike innocence, what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying?
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Your childlike
yeah,
innocence
yeah.
and stuff like that. And that even comes up with the lore of this guy loving Peter Pan. If you remember in the movie Hook, I think one of my favorite movies where Robin Williams was an adult Peter Pan and he forgot that he was Peter Pan because he had left Neverland. He grew up and became an adult, and it was like, yo, dude, you Peter Pan, So I think that kind of ties into the, saying the lore of that with dealing
Yeah,
with these synths, man.
yeah. And like the ethical part is is this, like you said, man, like this whole world ain't got no ethics.
Mm-mm.
I mean, if especially when everything has been corporatized on a monopolized level,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have corporations just running everything. You got like this technocratic authoritarian type government. There is nothing that you can really do because then you have like these, how can I say this, these cities where you work where you are and you work in the same place where you are, which is nothing more than a plantation. But
You know
there's
what?
like a fancy name for it. But for all intents and purposes,
Yeah.
they're just running plantations with people and is making it seem like they're free, but ain't nobody free in this world because if I work where I live, I spend my money where I live. If my currency does not cannot say, let's say I go to the town over, I can't spend my money there because my money is based on where I live, then I have no freedom. I'm a
Okay.
slave to the labor.
That's hey man, that was another great movie we saw with Ready Player One. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Ready Player One, or what's another movie? The movie with Justin Timberlake on what Out of Time,
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying with stuff like that. So
I
yeah, man,
mean,
I mean,
or even Sinners. They showed y'all that in Sinners too.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I mean, this show I can't wait because it's like what it takes for me to get a show for a show like this or a new show. You have to grab me, get my attention. Whether you know what I'm saying with with the pilot episode. You have to, you know what I'm saying? It could maybe be a slow whole show, but then you might do something at the end to be like, got you. What you gonna do now? You gonna watch? Like, yeah. Well, yes, I am gonna watch. I wanna know I wanna know where we're going with this or what.
Hey, because that's how episode one got me because this is like I said, it's a lot of table setting,
Uh-huh.
and then by the time I get midway, and then you see like how they edited the show with all these
Yeah.
quick random intercuts of
Mm-hmm.
like future events. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
yo,
Mm-hmm.
ain't nobody safe.
Yeah.
And then by the end of episode one, I was like, yeah, I'm locked in. 'Cause I was about to go to sleep. I said, nah, I gotta see episode two.
Yeah.
And that first episode is a strong hour and four
Uh,
minutes.
yes.
Like,
Yes.
and I was like, man, like I'm really feeling just how, okay. I really, really like just the world that they created in this and the potentiality of having this crossover with Predator is so intriguing to me
Yeah.
because you already know that Dan Trachtenberg is setting that up because we saw the Wailing Utani synth in the Predator Badlands,
Yeah.
so trailer. So like
Mm-hmm.
I can't I would never thought I would say this in my life, but I'm excited about Aliens and Predator.
Okay.
Like this franchises
Mm-hmm.
now coming together to make this actual like legit universe.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's a perfect marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And I really hope that like the public like
Accepts it.
embraces this
Yeah.
because if they're doing out like okay, I wonder how much Predator Badlands cost to make because if it doesn't cost like a whole lot of money,
Mm-hmm.
this can be like a real boon for to be honest
Mm-hmm.
for Disney and on like the the Searchlight or Fox label when it comes to their movie publishing, man, because like I'm very after watching these first two episodes and knowing we're getting Predator Badlands off the hit of watching the the Predator cartoon movie, the animated movie we just saw.
Mm-hmm.
It's really looking up, and also watching Prey back during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Like all these things are just lining up really, really well. And even how they retconned and put, you know, your boy Danny Glover and Schwarzenegger at the end of the Predator joint, the animated movie. It's like, man, like y'all really are trying to do this.
There's no official, what I'm saying I see something that says possibly 100 million to make this.
Yeah, if they could keep it like under 100 mil,
Uh-huh.
it'll be really good
Yeah.
because it's okay. I'll put it like this: if they can make the show, then they should not have any problems making
Making a
the
movie.
movies
Yeah.
because a lot of this stuff is shot on location.
Mm-hmm.
The CG and all that stuff looks is really, really good, especially just for television.
Yes.
And the xenomorph
That's what I
looks
was that's what I was mainly concerned.
excellent.
That's what I was concerned about with how was the xenomorph going to look? Was it,
Tony, it
is it
looked
going to be,
perfect.
and it did, it looked perfect. Was it going to be movie quality xenomorph or, um,
Like like Step Brothers.
Step
The
Brothers, yeah, the
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca, or was it going to be like a watered down version, or was it going to be like a watered down version of the xenomorph because of, saying television? And I mean, no, it looked good, it looked perfect or whatever. And I mean, we saw full body shots of, of the xenomorph. So, yeah,
Running, jumping,
jumping,
creeping in the background.
hmm
There was no, they really did a good job.
drooling. Like what?
Set design. Set design. That set they did was an
hmm
actual set.
That's what I'm talking about.
That looked like that they could have been if they was in a volume, they fooled me. But that looked like a real set. Real ship. You okay with it, buddy? Real ship.
Yeah. No, I
Real.
was like, what is that sound? It's just pouring down, raining out
Oh,
there.
okay, okay, okay. Real steps. Like
Uh-huh.
they stepping over like this ship looks like it's like a practical ship.
Uh-huh.
It just looks really good. And also another thing about set design, also staying true to the aesthetic of the original movies. So even when it comes to like the first scene when Boy Cavalier is at the little like control panel, it
Oh
looks
yeah.
futuristic, but it got a bunch of switches and knobs. So I was glad that they kept that aesthetic, that like retro future 70s look. It did
Mm-hmm.
just transfer it right over here. Because even the TVs look CRT, ain't a whole lot
Mm-hmm.
of flat screen stuff. It looks real, it looks old, but it's new. Like very like how they did Star Wars
Yeah.
when
How like dirty the Millennium Falcon look. Like
yeah.
even the ship that they crash landed on looked real dingy and dirty.
Yeah, and look
How
how it
like it
did.
looked
Like,
in the
yeah,
in Alien. So yeah,
yeah.
man.
So like that part of it to me is like very it just sets apart like how people do stuff when they're taking an older property and trying to make it new again. But yeah, I'm feeling it, man. We're gonna be here for the whole time. I'm
Yes.
pretty sure these ain't gonna do no numbers, but we still gonna
Still
be
gonna do
here
it because
and
we
talk
like
about
it.
it, man. And I'm running
Yeah.
social the whole time on this. I don't care. Y'all, you may not like it now, but it's gonna come back around.
It sure is, man.
That's all I got, man.
That's all I
Make sure
have
you
too.
tune into us. Be back here next, probably hopefully Wednesday because it's just one episode.
Hmm.
And socials, man, all the things: IG, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Threads at the Upon Further Review. Check the site. Almost done with the script for Interstellar. Tony is probably on season 3 of Dragon Slayer. Oh yeah, shout out to my bro. I finally got I'm trying to finagle him to watch something so because he hasn't seen that we can talk about, and I don't remember what it was. I think it was Attack on Titan. I think he's I think it was
Tony,
Attack on Titan.
get Tony to watch it.
No, me Craig to watch it.
Craig,
Yeah.
I think Craig would appreciate that, man.
Yeah, like
Craig,
he
Craig.
started, but he finished, but he don't remember anything. So
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna get him to watch AOT so we can talk about that.
that,
Yeah.
yes.
But yeah, man, that's all I got, man. Until the next time.